right. Looks like yeah. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. What y'all got going on in the city this morning? All right. Wake up call.
Wow.
Hello, wake
It's
up,
your
wake up.
morning
We
show.
are we are live on YouTube and we are live on Instagram.
Great, great,
Yes,
great.
yes,
Welcome.
yes,
Yay.
yes.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome
Welcome.
everybody. Yes.
Welcome.
Yes. Morning, morning, morning. It's your morning show this morning with Lair. We got me, Lady Archer. I'm your host for today. We have our co-host Storm and our wonderful producer who also comes in from time to time when we can get her in here. Came to grace us with her presence. Y'all gotta
Madam.
forgive me. It's very early for me. Um and so we here, y'all. We came to light it up with y'all, figuratively and literally. There you
Literally.
go. Good
Yes.
morning, ladies. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Ah,
All right.
Great
We got
morning.
beautiful Saturdays
yes, it's a
lined
beautiful
up for
Saturday.
y'all.
Yes. Yes.
Great
Yep.
morning.
Well, look, did you see this cup? It's funny that I brought this cup.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right, y'all are showing out with the cups this morning. It's just that I don't, I'm sleepy. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And coffee will put me right on to sleep. So I refrained from coffee this morning while the ladies are drinking coffee. I'm not like promoting anyone right at the moment, but I'm drinking this.
My
There you
cup
go.
is empty. All of my pajamas are old clothes that I couldn't bring myself to throw out.
Throw
And
away.
once I've slept in it, it's pajamas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, I
that's
try to keep
me.
me a pair of like actual legitimate pajamas, in case family come over or something like that. Because my birthday suit is my pajamas. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh my.
like, yeah, I can't sleep with clothes. I feel
That
constricted
is a
and stuff.
luxury. That is a luxury to be able to do because I
Oh
always
yeah,
had
you
a
got
house
little people.
full. I've always had a house full.
I
So
mean,
I've
me too.
never really had that luxury. Even when my husband was alive, it'll be all right for a little while, but you never know. Our mindset was always in case of an emergency, we don't want to have to go looking for anything to put on. You know what I'm saying? We could just
Yeah.
jump up and take care of that emergency
Well,
without flapping in the wind.
bless y'all for that. But I feel like when I'm asleep, yeah, there might be an emergency, but I literally got 2 minutes that I can literally grab something and put it on while I'm walking out the door. But what I cannot do is be constricted for 8 hours or however many hours I'm asleep and can't move and feeling like, oh, like you see that? You see that? Like
Yeah.
it's not a smooth, you know what I mean? I like to,
Now,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
get
I
it
like to
wrong. I
just,
definitely do bare minimum, but it has to be some sort of thin
cover.
layer
Well,
of
girl, that's what a
covering.
robe is for. I'm gonna buy
I
you
can
a robe for
now that
Christmas.
I cannot sleep in a robe. at all,
No, you
ever.
ain't
I
supposed
can't
to
sleep in a
sleep in
robe.
it, girl.
Oh yeah, I
That
got dozens of well, not dozens, but I think it's dozens. But I got robes. They
Why
hang
you
up
ain't
in
let
my
me buy you a
bathroom.
robe? I would have bought you a
I mean,
Gryffindor robe. See, you done talked
I
yourself out of some
mean,
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how about this? My birthday is in November, and if you're
okay,
November
feeling
10th.
generous,
November
go
10th.
right ahead.
all right. I gotta get my girl over here a Ravenclaw robe, but you know
Ow,
that's when the
ow.
that's when the money is flowing. You know what I'm saying? I give 'em-
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Get
Right.
you a nice little
Absolutely.
softy
Yes.
soft jump. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Terry cloth and shit. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
So
yeah.
I like
Ingrid,
that.
you ain't
Uh-huh.
tell us
Yeah.
how you sleep and not the sound.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
they
yeah.
say, how
Because
the
we
kids
just
say,
going on about
no
how we
diddy.
sleep and shit. I mean, I can imagine.
I'm
I
I'm
pretty
doing
much know how my
I'm doing
best friend
producer
sleep.
stuff. I sleep fine. My heart rate has
We're
gone
not.
down regularly.
That's not what
No,
she meant.
seriously.
But
That's
No, no,
you
not
no.
what
got
we was talking
No, no,
about.
no, no. Seriously, my heart rate since I moved from my crazy situation 8 years ago in Brooklyn, my
Mhm.
heart
yeah,
rate has gone down exponentially.
Mhm.
Uh,
good.
so I sleep good. I mean, yeah, I slept fine. And
But
then,
like, what's
Okay,
your
but do
preferred
you have
sleep
any?
pajama wear?
Yeah,
I can't say
Nothing.
that on here. I mean,
Nothing.
she's
when it's
look.
cold, when
She's
the air
a
conditioner is on,
lady.
when the air conditioner is on, I wear a t-shirt and I have my leggings sometimes when it's cold. But
Mhm.
Mm.
certain people don't like me to wear too much clothes. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right there.
Yeah, it's in the way.
Right there.
they like the fluffiness. They want to feel.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
They want to feel skin on
Yeah,
skin.
and they're like, your skin is so soft. I'm like, but I'm a woman. Aren't all women? No, not all women are soft.
Not all women
Not
are
all of them.
soft. I've heard
But
that
I
many
mean, I
times.
will say this: it's
Mm,
nothing wrong with a man's skin being soft. Not necessarily his hands. I mean, his hands shouldn't be rough like sandpaper, but his
right.
hands should feel like they can do some work, like they can do
Mm-mm.
some manual labor, like they can lift a thing
Strong,
or
but
two. You know
not
what I mean?
not beat up.
Yeah. But
Strong,
then
but
like
not beat up.
when I lay down next to my man, like I don't want your skin scratching me. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I don't have to worry about that. But like the skin to skin, you know, I like softness too. Like
For
I,
me, it doesn't have to feel freshly lotioned. My pet peeve with laying down with a man is them toenails. Like them toenails better not cut me up because
yo,
then
seriously.
you gotta go.
yeah, I'm lucky in that
I
regard. That has
can't
never
like
happened to me. Like in life, that's never happened to me.
I can't do that.
Because I would be well. First of all, yeah, just because you a man don't mean your feet got to be jacked up and I gotta like it. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
I've been pretty lucky in that regard in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, even my son's got cute, like, nice feet. I'm not going to say pretty feet because then they be like, pretty. You know what I mean? So they got nice
Mm,
feet for a guy. Like, my husband, too. Nice feet. Nice,
Mm.
clean, not long nails. He keeps up on his grooming and stuff. So we're Gucci. Like I don't know how people don't take care of themselves just because they're a man. That don't even make no sense. That
mm.
don't even anyway, we're moving on besides that. But let folks do what they want to
Right.
do.
Right.
um so ladies, House of the Dragon. How about them damn dragons, huh?
How about them dragons?
Yeah, if you missed last night's show, mm,
It was fire.
Oh
And you're
mm,
my
gonna kick
gosh.
yourself when you either go to Patreon. Here we go. When you either go to Patreon. Oh, here we go. When you either go to Patreon and check it out for yourself,
Show us
and you can be like,
love.
damn, shit, they be having a good time. Wish I was here because I had a comment I could have shared, or I
Right.
would have liked to comment on this or that,
A
yada,
point of
yada,
view,
yada.
a thought.
Yeah. And
We
then,
love it.
you're going to kick yourself because you wasn't there. But the beauty of it is we do it every week,
Mhm.
Saturdays at 10 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I caught
I
that.
did
I
that there.
caught
See what I'm
that.
saying?
Be a little
Yeah, yeah,
early
yeah,
today.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah,
caught
yeah.
that.
Little plugs, little plugs. All right.
Today
So
was
come
the
on through.
8 a.m. trial run.
Yeah, and we're not gonna do it next weekend. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'd rather be just a little bit more up than what I am. So like I'm up, but my
Right,
brain is like,
right.
bitches, we sleep.
Sleep,
We.
sleep,
I'm like, how you gonna say we? Like you sleep.
sleep.
I'm up.
I'm
And
sleep. I
remember that
know
thing you were
Ingrid is
saying
sleep.
right before we went live about multiple personalities having multiple conversations? Yeah. So my brain is like, we sleep, and me myself is like, how the fuck did you just include us in that? Like, you didn't ask me or nothing. You just
Ingrid, I know Ingrid probably wanted to go get something taken care of and put that foot up.
Why did why did I agree to this? Yeah, why did I agree to this? But it works out because after we're done business, and then I have
you
other things
got,
to do.
yeah.
I'm
Ingrid,
still
you
gonna be
love
limp, and then I'm
singing,
still gonna
yes.
be limping. I'm gonna be limp,
Poor
not all the time,
baby.
because I tell your brother-in-law, I say, I ain't cooking. I tell him that, and he looks at me. I tell your brother and your brother-in-law, I'm like, I ain't cooking. And he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him. Like, yo, what did you do before me? I was getting by. I'm like, well, you should be honored that I like your cooking because I'm very picky about stuff. You know, Nigga, get out my face. Anyway, get out my face. Out my face, please.
So,
So yeah, I tell him no. I tell him no. I do. He gets told no. I tell my job no too. I tell them no. I tell when I've had if for me to say no, you gotta really
yeah, yeah.
yeah
Well,
no,
speaking of cooking,
absolutely not.
not cooking, I really want to make that damn kale salad that Tabitha
Yes, that
Brown
looks good.
made
That looks
with
good.
that with
I
them
show
lion mushrooms grilled up real nice and like a
I
steak,
I
baby.
sh- I showed that to my manager because
Mm.
she was like, "Oh my God, this looks so good." She was like, "I want to do this." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm telling you,
And when you taste it,
you
it's
might have to
nothing
do that."
but goodness, natural goodness. And I know we gotta be careful about where we getting hell, just where we getting our food from in general. Like, what y'all
Absolutely.
make sure y'all check the packaging and everything. You know what I'm saying? But for real, the Food Drug Administration is, they, let's just say, they out to lunch for right now and until further notice. And so, like, just y'all be vigilant out there.
Out to lunch is a nice way of putting it.
Right,
So,
A
right.
nice way of putting
you
it.
know, y'all be vigilant, you know what I'm saying? And check y'all's packaging and look for everything, expiration dates, mold, all that shit. So y'all can stay healthy and y'all can stay informed. However, baby, get you right kale. And they got different types of kale. So you go to a really good spot that sells great produce. Here I am getting into my rant on produce, but this is how much I love produce. You have so many variations of kale to choose from.
Yeah.
I like to mix them. A bushel of this, a bushel of that, two, three different types of kale. Now we really talking. Get you some fennel. Mm, I use the fennel in my salad dressing. Anyway, maybe I'll post the link in the chat for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe.
I seen the video she's talking about. It looks good. It does look good. I
Thank you.
was. I showed it to my manager. I said we might have to do this at the next potluck because no, because we have a lot of vegetarians at my office.
It will work for them.
So and pescatarians. So,
Yes.
if that would be I'm open to trying different things. And we have people who are not
Mm-hmm.
pork eaters, who are not meat eaters.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it would make sense to try, more, healthy options and different things like that. And they're open to trying that. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me
What
get
the
Put it
down
hell?
to business.
Why on
together.
YouTube they can't see our faces? I don't.
I can see us.
I can see us
Oh,
very
okay,
well
okay,
on
okay,
YouTube.
okay. I don't know what that was. Let's
I
see.
see us on YouTube and Instagram, baby.
Okay.
We're doing good.
I didn't look on
Search.
Instagram. Oh.
No, we not doing that. We right here. So
Mm.
stop. I said stop.
She said
Madam
stop now.
said, stop. Look at
Go
this.
skip recap.
So don't say I ain't never do nothing for y'all.
Well,
It's
this
in the
scene
chat.
right here.
Hopefully it'll live there forever. Um. Oh, is
This
that the
was
one? It's
this
this
was
and
rough.
this one.
Where they had those crabbers eating the body. This was the opening scene,
mm,
right? When Corliss,
Ooh.
yeah,
mm,
yeah.
Yeah.
When
mm.
Corliss
Who wants to
was
take that first? Because you know my squeamish ass. That's yeah. That's how I feel about it.
They was daring them to come and do something, and it
That's the one
goes
thing you
back
don't want to
to
do.
me. You know me with King Viserys. You know how I feel about him. So like,
For
it shouldn't
those
have
who have,
even went
for those
on.
who don't know, because you never know, somebody may
May not
catch the
know.
second episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
King Viserys
enlighten
pretty
them.
much didn't want to make moves on the crabbers over there.
Right.
He was telling
Hmm.
everybody, no, we're trying to keep the peace. Meanwhile, you have his council telling him something needs to be done about it. And who does something about it? But we ain't get to that yet. But yes. So Viserys
So
made
what you're
me
saying
upset
is,
me when he didn't make a move on
so
the
what you're saying
crabbers.
is, King Viserys was a Democrat.
ho 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 shit.
Now,
I'm
That's
just saying
basically
it. Just,
he acted like that. He really did act like that. I
how about
mean,
they act like
it's
that? But anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm on point with
Controlled
y'all.
he's controlled opposition anyway.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm. Oh, we can't do anything because we're super rich and you guys, you taxpayers, you pay all our bills, you pay our living wages, you literally pay our salary, and we have the best health care on the planet because of y'all. But our hands are tied behind our back. We're so weak. Anyway, let me get off my rant. Continue.
okay. I don't even know how to come behind that.
It's
And then you were
true.
talking
I
about him being
always
a
felt like,
feckless
yeah.
king
In short, I I
or a
feel
feckless
Viserys is
ruler.
weak. He
Hmm.
is not an effective ruler. Any ruler that thinks that they can only rule with peace are delusional. That's delusional. There's no
Yes.
way because it's always going to be somebody coming for your head. And you have to be able to show your people that you can stand against the enemy. and protect them. That's in the title, protector
Literally, that's
of the
literally your job.
Thank you.
You got one job. That's literally your
Right,
job.
right. Other than that, what are you doing?
What are we
What are you
doing?
doing? What are we doing? What right? What is
Are
our
we there
future?
yet?
Absolutely. Like, yeah. So that I don't want to get started on a rant because
I know. I
but
know.
yeah. Anybody else? Everybody else.
Ugh. So I don't know. I mean, for me, being squeamish and all, I could barely get through that scene, and like I can't. I mean, I paid attention to it, but not really. Like I saw it, but
The crabbers, basically, the crabbers was tearing they
I
behinds
know.
up.
I
You know what
know.
I'm
That's
saying? Like letting
that.
them have it.
I know, and just the mere thought, idea, visual,
Hmm.
everything, it just creeps my skin out. Mm.
And then it scene cuts to them, I guess, in King's Landing,
Hmm. The
talking about the
council.
war, the council, and then you have my man uh, talking about what's going on. The
Right.
seat, yeah, because
Ain't
he's
that
out there in them
Corliss?
streets. That's Corliss.
Hmm.
He out there in them streets,
Right. Right. He in the mud.
and it's how ironic. Sidebar: how ironic they have a black man out there in the mud doing the dirt.
So,
Landway.
I heard when they like first announced House of the Dragon, um, some folks were mad because
Yes,
they were
I
saying
heard that. But
Corliss is
this
not
was.
white, black in the books. I don't know. I haven't even read the books, so
I mean,
it didn't bother me. But if he was described as white in the books, then I can understand why it might have rubbed some fans the wrong way, because just due to source material, you know what I'm saying? However, um, an adaptation is not. We talk about this all the time. Adaptations are not necessarily canon. That's why they're adaptations. So,
right, right.
Right, right.
you know, um, I'm trying to tell myself that with the new Harry Potter show, that it's an adaptation.
Yeah.
It's an
And
Because at the end of the
adaptation.
day,
yo,
it's all fantasy. Like,
Yes.
you'll accept a
Some,
dragon,
yeah.
but you won't accept
A
a
black snake.
fictional character as a black man. Like, come on now, you accept that they're doing spells with sticks. You accept
I think
that
for
part
me,
of it,
right,
but like it, that's all I'm saying. It is
I
all
think for me,
fantasy.
the whole problem I have with Black Snape is like in the books, he's so pronouncedly described. So, but again, trying to take myself out of that whole source material versus canon. And but what bothers me about this is they said they were going to try to do a more faithful adaptation. I just felt like
right,
that didn't stick. That didn't hold true right there.
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
Okay.
And so for this here, let me tell you something. Every time Corliss come in the door, he come in, kick in the door, waving the
With the
fofo.
four
He
four.
just, you know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
He always come in with the swag.
Aura. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, with that presence and being
Hmm.
and majesticness. I mean, listen, I haven't read the books, which we will. Oh, another plug. We will be reading the books as of tomorrow, which is today is August 1st. So as of August 2nd, We're gonna start reading Fire and Blood.
Yeah, after we
And
said
then
we have
we
that Harry Potter book club tomorrow.
correct. And then I think on the 16th is when we'll
Mm-hmm.
be reviewing chapters 1 through 10 with Fire and Blood. So y'all make
Yes.
sure that y'all follow us. We gotta get a link for Caramel Cafe, man, to
Mhm.
put in the to show on the screen. But I think I can get that. Uh and I'll make it right now in real time. But yes, so I haven't read the books yet, and maybe because I haven't read the books yet, it doesn't phase me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
in terms of Corliss's traits,
Mm-hmm.
this is fitting. This person is fitting to play him,
I think that
I think.
scene right there shows that had Corliss been the hand of the king, let me ask you this. Had he been hand of the king, do you think he would have been that different in his ambitions than Otto i- is and has been so far?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because we love Corliss.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
Corliss is loved at
Hmm.
this point
Hmm.
because he has a point.
I I
Yes.
think I don't think he would have been so different, but if the king married what's the daughter, Lena,
Hmm.
they would have had heirs. Who knows if they would have been boys? But it's crazy because Lena had two girls, and then she had was she pregnant with the boy when she was breech? Or we don't know what the gender was of the child.
It was possible,
Okay,
but
we
it
don't know the gender.
wasn't. Yeah,
Right. We don't know the gender of the child. I don't think, hmm.
right.
I mean, we don't know
Because
because what would have happened if he married Lena? What would have happened if he married Lena? Because look what okay, so his wife died, right? Whatever. Wife died, his brother made that snide ass remark. He stripped him of the title, made it his daughter. He had to marry somebody. What if she had boys?
What if?
right,
It really would have got messy.
right.
Hmm.
Like I could easily see Corliss taking the type of route that Otto had taken if his daughter married Viserys.
Yeah, and I think that Corliss would have been more aggressive about it than Otto because
And
he's a warrior.
I think yeah, and I think his aura at that point right there
Hmm.
showed it.
Hmm.
Mm,
Showed it.
yeah.
Given that power, yeah.
Hmm.
Given that
Mhm.
power,
Yeah.
especially since he felt his wife was cheated out of it.
Yeah.
Hmm. I personally think that though Corliss is ambitious and ultimately, if his wife couldn't sit the throne, he definitely wanted to have someone from his bloodline in the future have
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
opportunity or at least be close enough to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that one thing about Corliss, and I think why we respect him so much, is because he's so level headed. And so I do, he doesn't really strike me. And that's what I mean by his traits, right? His traits and
Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm.
stuff like that. He doesn't strike me as the type of person to lose their head quickly.
mm.
Um,
So you feel like he would have kept if he was here, though he wanted his bloodline on the throne, he would have
he would have
kept his
still he
ambitions under
hmm
control.
Mm, yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
still because Corliss,
Calculating.
yeah, calculating, and
And yeah,
also,
he wouldn't have let his kids go unchecked like this fool let Allison go, like like green with envy.
yeah,
I always say this: the color green, the choice of the color green
That
was
was.
very fitting in her demeanor. Like even when
hmm
you see the early scenes with them, she's wearing the light green, and then as she grows, the green gets deeper and deeper. Her
Mm-hmm.
envy and jealousy
mm,
and resentment,
And
it
it was
just it
very subtle, but it was
yes,
there.
yes,
hmm hmm
yes, yes. And then
hmm
even with Rhaenyra, I was looking at that when she was young, white, pure, innocent, carefree, and then as she got older, she got she started wearing the black.
When they
House
went on
yeah,
Black
that hunting
versus
trip.
House Blue. Yes,
When they went on
yes,
that hunting trip, she transitioned.
yeah. Because she's like, I gotta pick somebody to marry. Like, really, she knew what she had to
Hmm.
do. She just didn't like it because she wanted to be with Damon.
Hmm.
ultimately, I feel so
Ultimately,
too.
she wanted to be with Damon, and
And I feel like for it to have been somebody else, it would have had to been somebody that could like at least be equal
to
to
her.
Hmm.
Damon, to
Hmm.
Damon,
Hmm.
and nobody comes that close.
Harwin
He would have had to
strong.
been a bad
Cause
mother.
look at
Harwin.
look at Harwood.
Harwin.
Who?
Harwin. Harwin strong. Her alleged baby daddy.
Right, right. Harwin Strong. Well, it's kind of spoilery, but
That was in
whichever.
this season. I
I
thought
It
we was
know,
wasn't out
but
in
doing
this
the
not
episode.
season.
Not in
it
this
wasn't in this
episode.
episode.
Not in this episode yet. Because
But
you could
we
see
don't meet
here.
Harwin yet.
Yeah, you could see here. She's wearing the white.
Hmm.
You see her. Um, she's listening, and she's very intelligent and very sharp here. Because with here, she's very see episode one, episode two. She's very carefree. She changes a
hmm
little bit as she gets older because remember, as I said before, motherhood changes you.
hmm
For some reason, motherhood didn't change Allison's uh stupid ass. Sorry, her stupid self. But she
She's the
became
worst mother in
more.
the Seven
Uh,
Kingdoms.
yes, she became more measured and composed. Like motherhood, kind of
I feel like she
control.
borrowed her
She
parenting
burnt.
lessons
Yes,
from Otto.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
She
was a
did.
horrible parent,
He was a horrible parent because he was
and she
consumed.
just projected that same shit onto
Yeah,
her kids.
yeah, and she didn't. She leaned on him because Allison's mother wasn't there. Who knows what type of person the mother was? You know, that was her only parent, and she learned from him.
hmm
Oh, and as we see, here we go. We have her. She had to pick. You
Doing
know,
her duty.
pick someone that had to protect her. Right. This
Right.
was the
Yeah.
yeah.
Doing her duty.
hmm
Even though she didn't want to, even though she would much rather had been doing
Been ear hustling
anything
as her
else.
father's cupbearer
Right.
and helping plan strategy. But
Right.
because she bested Otto and he couldn't take it, he couldn't take being bested by a little girl because his ego was so fragile. He was like,
Mm.
maybe we should get the princess to pick out somebody for the new king's guard members. Some nonsense, he said.
And she did it because her father
That's her
said,
duty.
yes, do it. So she
hmm
did it. At the end of the day, she butted her head up against the wall when she was told to do things. But ultimately, once
She
her
would
father
do it.
said, this is your duty as a princess of the realm, she would do it. So, how
And
dare Allison come for her, talking about, oh, where's duty? Where's honor? It struck under your little.
You
Yeah,
don't know
like
nothing
come
about
on.
duty and honor.
Come on.
Um, I also like the fact that when in this scene right here, when she's making her choice, Otto is trying to lean in and, you know,
Do to her
influence
what he
her.
do to
You
her
know what I'm saying?
father.
Yeah, yeah, push her around like he pushes Viserys around. And I'll be honest. mm, in a world where, let's say, Allison would have either been barren or had all girls, if Rhaenyra was more like Viserys in terms of being malleable, I think Otto would have supported her if he thought he could stick around and, you know, bend bend her to his will. I think he would have completely been in support of her. I think right here is where she
Especially
showed
when she had sons, because he would have probably tried to get Alicent's daughters married to
to
Rhaenyra's
marry
sons.
sons. Yep,
Mhm.
exactly.
Mhm.
And and right then, right here in this scene shows us how. If you could just put the picture back up real quick, it shows us like just how much he was testing her,
Mhm.
right? And seeing if she would be willing to listen and take his quote unquote counsel or whatever. Okay. And he had his logic for
Mhm.
how who to choose and why. And I like how we see her here being methodical, using her own logic, and ultimately choosing a good pick. Is not her fault for for what comes later, but she
But as
did
far
choose
as
somebody who was at least qualified because she
yes,
says to
Absolutely.
him, "What am I going
Absolutely.
to choose these old men who have never seen battle ever?"
Right.
No, this man he's younger than all of these guys and he's seen battle. And,
Right.
I do believe him being eye candy for her didn't hurt.
No, it did not. No, it did not. Somebody that could whoop ass and look good doing it? Absolutely. I'll take two. Shoot. I'll take two.
mm, mm.
So I think
Maybe he had aspirations thinking he would marry her. I don't know. Like, what was he thinking?
he wanted to run off the Essos and eat
I
oranges.
know,
But I have a
I know.
question.
Like,
Knowing where we are in our live stream and what we know and what we already know, when you look at this picture and you think about where
Mhm.
things, the state of events where they currently are,
Mhm.
don't you think Otto is like, damn, I'm glad she chose him? Because I was talking her out of, and look how he came to,
yeah,
okay.
I was like the fates
He lucked
have
up
landed
on
in my
that
favor. Yeah,
one.
he
Mhm.
did. He lucked up on that one.
Mhm.
The fates were in his
Mhm.
favor. Yeah, but you know what? You could see in his eyes here, like I don't know how to describe it.
Ambition.
Yes, but
Lust.
yes, like he was. Oh
All of
God,
it.
ambition and
Hmm.
So many
lust.
thoughts.
Like I
Like
mean, like honest
opportunity.
opportunity. Like yeah,
Yeah.
you were willing to you did what you did and you were willing, but did you really think about the outcome?
Right.
Hmm.
That
Right.
just goes to show his naivete.
Hmm.
When
Anyway,
Hmm.
yeah.
outside of
And there's nothing
protector and
wrong.
princess, The only time they spent together was, that time. And it wasn't even any sort of physical connection. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm. Yeah. And
Crispy, crispy, crispy.
not for nothing, um, he benefited. He came up. I
He
still
did.
don't
Absolutely.
understand the reason for whatever, but
Whatever happened, he brought it on himself because when you become a knight, especially of the King's Guard, but a knight is vows that you're supposed to uphold regardless of what.
that was the point I
And
wanted to make.
yeah, like I know
That
they all run off to the brothels every now and again, but they wasn't trying to make no lasting relationships.
Yeah, but at the same token, there's nothing wrong with seeing opportunity and
Mm,
wanting to take it.
mm,
What's wrong is when you take your eye off the ball and
mhm,
now
Mm,
you want your cake and you eat it too.
mhm,
mm-hmm.
You
mhm,
already had cake. Now you want
mhm.
ice cream. And so you start looking at stuff that you ain't supposed to be looking
Right.
at that ain't for you.
Now you have ice cream, now
And
you
now
want
you
nuts
feel
on
like,
it.
oh, because I'm chummy chummy
You
with
know
these
what I'm saying?
people,
Mhm.
I'm like them and they're like me. And now slowly but surely you begin to change.
Mm.
And that's what
Absolutely.
I think kind of happened with him.
Classic case of somebody that's not used to having anything, then get a taste of having something, and then think
Yes.
you deserve something.
Something more than what you
Was
walked in the door with,
right when you had
literally,
nothing when it
when
started.
you came
Yeah,
in.
you
And
fought
now
for it. Nobody
you
can take that
feel
from you. But yeah, you feel.
that
Mm.
part. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Yes, I feel.
I feel
Ugh.
entitled. I feel, you know,
And I like me some Dornish. Like I like that whole aura.
just don't like him.
Don't like him.
You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
Don't like
Send
him. And
me,
you
send
gotta
me
respect the Dornish because they
Oberyn,
hard.
Martell, and all of this. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, 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 yeah. I fucks
Right.
with it.
The
You know what I mean?
sand
Oberyn
snakes.
he's an entertainer. You know what I mean? You have,
Yes.
yeah.
But they just wasn't used to the type of snakes that was in King's Land.
Oh, but
Those was
he showed he could roll with
anacondas.
them snakes. He showed
Yeah.
he could roll with them snakes.
Yeah.
So, you
Yeah.
know,
He got
he maybe
cocky.
it could be argued that he's a different kind of snake, but a snake is still a snake.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I don't care what kind of snake it is. I don't like it around me. That's
At
for
all.
sure.
Hello.
At all.
Hello.
At all.
Ah,
My girl, Bernice. She was quiet. When you think
very.
about season one, she was
Always
quiet.
pondering.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
But
very.
Mm-hmm.
She was
when you
quiet.
do that, when you keep your mouth shut and your eyes open, you hear a lot. You know what I'm saying?
You hear and
And
you
you
see.
see shit.
Half the time you don't even know she in the room.
Right.
So you're able to hear and see more
But
and
who
take in
also
more.
did that? Laris did that, but
Yeah.
I did not get that
Creepy vibes from
creepy vibe.
her.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Same.
Laris, the
Same.
way Laris does it is totally
He's
creepy.
plotting. You know he
Mm-hmm.
plotting
It's
on
not just that he's
something.
plotting,
Mm-hmm.
though. It's not just that he's
Mm-hmm.
plotting.
Something.
She's plotting too. It's that
Yes.
he's pleasuring himself while plotting. She's just plotting.
Right.
There's a big difference.
Because she wants also what her husband wants for her bloodline to be on that throne.
I think she's made
Mhm.
her peace with it wasn't her,
Right.
but yeah, if it could
Mhm.
be the babes,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, give them
Absolutely.
a shot at it, and yeah, yeah, that at least her and Corliss are aligned there. So
Hmm. this this relationship. I don't know. I don't.
what? I don't see the next slide. You see the next slide? Oh, okay.
I see the next slide.
Uh,
I see the next slide.
oh, now I see it.
Hmm.
Oh, all right.
Now,
Okay, go ahead.
right there, I see the innocent young girl. That's where I see that. I see that she didn't
Nah.
have any sort of ill intentions. Yes, she was always jealous of Rhaenyra. Absolutely, absolute. That is the truth. But it wasn't until later on that that jealousy turned malicious. Right there, it was there. It was just dormant, in my opinion.
Right, right. I agree with that. However, I still feel like she knew what she was doing when her
Absolutely.
father sent her in there, and she could have said no. Cause like,
That's why I said she's a little innocent because what was she gonna do? She started to love that life. She wasn't gonna go back to Hightower. He probably would have put her in the sept because she didn't do it.
Mhm.
At that point, I think she felt like she didn't have a
Mhm.
choice. That's why I
Oh.
feel like,
yeah.
in my
Mhm.
opinion, she's still somewhat innocent there.
Well, she could have at least put her friend on to what was going on. She didn't say
True.
True.
nothing to Rhaenyra.
True.
True.
The way
True.
Rhaenyra found out was really messed up.
Yes, yes,
You
yes,
didn't.
yes,
Rhaenyra didn't even know you was
yes.
making
Moves.
these visits, quote
Right.
unquote
And
visits.
the whole time Rhaenyra is confiding in Alicent about what's going on between
How
her
she's
and her
feeling.
father. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I get you. I
And you
get
didn't
you.
say
I get you.
nothing about, oh well, you know, I was over there, what you call it? I was over there, or I was talking to your father about you, or your father brought you up in conversation, or and then Rhaenyra would have said, "My father brought me up in conversation. When did you speak
Right.
to my dad?"
Right.
That's a
Absolutely.
legitimate question. That's a legitimate question. When did
Yes,
you speak
yes,
to my dad? Maybe
yes.
I'm not saying it in old ye times the way they speak, but the sentiment is still the same. When did you speak to my
Hast
dad,
thou
girl?
been in the king's private quarters?
That part. That part. And then I could be like, you was in my dad's private quarters. Why?
Right.
What was
Why?
y'all? Because now my questions, here come the floodgates wide open. You done opened the floodgates. This shit done broke the levee. Um, when was you in his quarters? Why was he? What was you in his quarters? What did y'all do while you? What y'all talk about? What y'all do? Child, the questions are endless. You gonna be sitting there talking about, am I sitting here testifying in front of the Senate committee or something like that? Like what the hell?
Right.
She got microphones and shit in front of me.
Right.
You damn right. Answer these questions on the record under penalty of law. What you mean? You was in my dad's private quarters. Explain that to me like I'm a 5-year old. then the
Absolutely.
conversation would have been had. You see? But by there not being no form of no type of conversation, by you not
Yeah.
even saying to her, you know, girl, the other day your daddy brought that shit up, man.
Yeah.
Cause I know, like, if it was one of y'all, I would have been like, yeah, you know, your dad said the other day X, Y, and Z.
I'd have
Cause
been like, my
I'm that bitch.
dad.
I'm that bitch. I'm good.
You
I'm
see,
not even comfortable
you
with the
see, you
fact
see
that
this
I
scene
met
right
up
here.
with you. Yeah.
Sorry, not to interrupt, but you see the father. I'm trying to get the frame. You see right there. You see the
Mm-hmm.
father told her wear that green dress that your mama
Mm-hmm.
used to have. And
Mm-hmm.
she's looking more grown up and mature. She did her hair more grown up. She did her makeup. It's like she
She
seducing
exactly
him,
like I said,
seducing him.
At
she
that
knew
point,
what she
she
was
knew what she
doing.
was going in for. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
didn't say anything to your
Yeah.
friend.
Look, you
Because
do
I
not
feel like
mention your
to some
talks to
degree, yeah,
Rhaenyra, do
she
you?
wanted it.
Yeah,
Huh?
because she was jealous with envy and greed. Look,
Hmm.
look what he's saying. Viserys, you do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you? Hmm,
Exactly. So
hmm.
now
Because
you're
both of them
actively in
know
a
she would go
conspiracy
off.
to,
Hmm.
you're actively in a conspiracy to keep this from her. So now the conspiracy
Yep.
has become active
Yep. Yep.
and verbalized out loud.
And look, the father. I fear she would not understand him. His dumb ass. Anyway,
And so, right.
Like I
And
said,
so
if
from
it
that
were
point
me,
on,
I'm
it
that
was an
bitch.
active choice, like you
Like I
said.
said,
Active.
hmm
that
From that
like
point on, it was
I'm
an
that
active
bitch.
choice.
If it were
Mm.
me, I wouldn't have even been comfortable with the fact that I was in the room with my best friend's dad by myself. I That would have been a secret that I couldn't have contained
to the grave, honey.
overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, girl, yo,
I would
your
have had to
daddy
call
was,
you the night
yo. I think,
of.
and
You know what surprised me? Go
uh,
ahead, Ingrid.
I'm gonna talk about mourning and how
Mhm.
people mourn. There are
Yeah.
different ways of mourning,
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
and I'm sorry for laughing like this, but I've said to your brother and your brother-in-law, I said, yeah, if I die, I know you're gonna get lost in some cat. And he looked at me pissed off. He was like, no, I'll be right behind you. I said, look, I'm a woman of a certain age. I understand certain things. I'm going to be 48 in a couple of days. This is one of the things I realized. Men need emotional support. They don't rely on other men for emotional support. They rely on emotional support from women. And it helps when they knee deep in some cat. And for some reason, I don't know, I don't have an appendage like that. So I don't understand. But from just my observation, they
The
get
release
lost.
is the release.
They get lost. They get lost in some sauce while that's just
Mm.
them. There's
I
studies
don't think
proving,
so.
there's
I
studies
mean,
proving, not all of them, but a lot of them.
Mm.
There's studies that have shown when you see a divorce, most women don't remarry. When you
Mm.
see someone who dies, most women don't remarry. The ones who need remarry are the men.
well,
Women, we depend on
maybe,
each other. Women, we have each other for emotional support. I'm just saying, in cases like this, he falls into that stereotypical role of a man falling into some
yeah,
cat for emotional support. The
yeah,
studies have shown this. I'm not saying all men are like that, but the
yeah.
average one,
Like
and
the
average
average,
is a big, you ever
look,
seen the bell curve? A
Mhm.
lot of people fall
average,
on that average.
a
Mhm.
average band, basically.
Yes.
Not, not a man.
Wait, wait,
Let's
wait, wait,
clarify.
wait,
Not
wait,
a,
wait.
not a man. A average band. That's what she's saying, y'all. Y'all
Yes,
figure that part
yes,
out.
yes, because most men are average. I also was told Many years ago, the average man will lay with a dead pork chop and screw a piece of lettuce on the ground.
Well,
But we're not going to talk
I
about that. That's another day, another
I
story for
don't
another
call
day.
no man a man. Cause just cause you got the appendage doesn't make that that's not manhood. And I can't bring myself
That
to do
means
it.
you are male.
That means you're
Yes, you
male.
are male.
And
Exactly.
so an average band is an average band. Don't insult men like that.
Mm.
Uh-uh.
And he
Because
is
men are beautiful.
definitely a in capital
Listen,
letters band.
Men are
He is
beautiful. Men
I'm
are
that
not
one
saying
right
strong.
there.
I'm not
Men,
saying they're not, but let's be realistic about
but
things.
that's why I'm
Let's be real.
clarifying the word.
Listen. Let's be realistic about things. A lot of people lack emotional maturity.
Mm-hmm.
True.
A lot of people lack emotional
Mm-hmm.
maturity, and
True.
with men, because of how this patriarchy has structured things, it's made men want to lead with that appendage instead of this. And they fall into that confines of the patriarchy and all the BS that goes with it, and a lot of them don't have time to develop their emotional maturity. Like all that stuff is left to the woman to deal with, even though they say we're the weaker sex. Obviously we live longer than them. Why do we live longer than them? When we can't reproduce past a certain age. Why do we live longer than them? Because we are necessity. We impart wisdom, we impart guidance, we impart truth. Men die younger. I mean, but they can reproduce
But
until the day
that's
they drop dead. You know what I'm saying? They can
that's what I'm
reproduce to
trying
that.
to
Yeah.
say. Once a man has had that, what you're talking about from a good woman, let's say she goes first, right? She has now broadened his horizon.
The
Mm-hmm.
standard.
I've
The
seen it
standard. The
with my
standard.
own
Yeah.
eyes. Yes,
Yeah.
she's
The
upped his
standard.
game.
Yeah,
So
she's
now he
standard.
don't want the same thing that used to
Yeah.
fly by
I
and yeah, twinkle
I
his eye.
I mess I mess with
I'm just
I mess with
saying,
yeah, no,
I seen it.
I hear your point. No, I hear your point. I mess with your
Because I know
brother-in-law
male
and your
widows, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I
I
know
mess
male
yeah,
widows, and I know how they used to be back in their younger days. And then I know, like
yeah,
after I saw this particular special lady come into their life, and them share their life with that this particular. Shout out to
yeah.
Big Chris and Aisha. You are the girl that I never had. Shout out to at
Oh,
Big Chris
Big
and at
Chris,
Aisha.
he's a
Yeah,
widower.
yeah,
Oh,
Aisha's
okay.
gone. And if
Oh,
you if like I'm a little sis, so I kind of know some things about my bro. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And
right,
know how he used to run and when she came into his life, she completely transformed that man. So now when he see just random chicks, nobody measures up.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Nobody measures up. Not even for a little nookie
They
nook or cat. He
they
don't even
have it.
want it
They
because
have
they come
they
with
have
their
spiritual
problems and
connection.
their
I need
yeah.
some
They
money. I need this. That's why I had listen. I had to mess with him. I'm like, yo, is he gonna be? No. He said, ain't nobody measure up to you.
telling
I'll be
you.
right. He said, yo, I'll be right behind you. I'm like, Lord, please don't. I'm
So
gonna have to send him.
there's
I'm gonna have
also
to send
that
him
and
down there with you, Trisha, Storm. He's gonna have to live with you. I'm sorry.
oh
If
Lord.
something
I
happened
gotta
to
step
me.
away
So
for a minute
I
on that
believe
note. Be right
I
back.
I
Yes,
believe
ma'am.
that it's about people connecting when they're supposed to and the
Right,
transformation that that brings about in each other's
right,
lives. And
right,
that's what conducts what people do,
right.
unfortunately, when they lose their best friend, their soulmate.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So loss is like grief is weird. You know what I'm saying? And right there we can really look at Viserys and see his his loss, his loneliness. And let's not let's not like throw shade on the fact that he was really against it in the beginning. He was like, I'm not
He was,
ready. He
he was,
told
yes,
them.
he wasn't. But you know what? He was vulnerable.
But he
She
was
showed him some
vulnerable,
kindness.
and
Yeah, he was.
With
Yeah,
Otto being the devil on his shoulder, literally,
mm,
you know what I mean? He second guessed himself. That's what ended up happening. He had it right from the beginning. He
right.
second guessed himself because he
Yeah,
let Otto into his head to talk him out of how he was feeling, and that just proves my point that
he's a man.
not
Right.
that he's a band.
But also,
Not that he's a band. That just proves my point about when a man has had a good woman. He ain't gonna just wanna move on
mm-mm,
and just fall into something else just because it's there.
mm.
He didn't want to, but Otto being on his shoulder pushed him to
He
Yeah,
do
did it
do
so.
out
it.
of,
Now,
yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't
Yeah,
have any agency. That's
yeah.
not what I'm
No,
saying. I'm
I
not
think
saying he didn't have autonomy.
right. No, but he felt no the type of person he was. He fell for the okey doke. Not to say that
Yep.
his wife
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a good person,
So
but
if
he fell
anything,
for the okey doke. He fell for
yeah,
the
if
okey doke,
anything, we
and
can accuse him
that was
of
his
being
personality.
gullible.
Yeah, yes, exactly, exactly,
Absolutely gullible.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
But
y'all know how I feel about
and
Viserys. That's why I'm keeping my mouth shut. I can go
yeah,
on and on
gullible
and
he
on and
was, but
on.
he was soft. We spoke about that in our
He
live
was
streams.
soft.
He was
He
soft.
was he was feckless. He was gullible.
Yeah. And you pick someone, because the patriarchy says you have to pick a man because women are a certain way, men fall into that category too. You
Mm-hmm.
think that women are just
Mm-hmm.
soft? No, men are soft
Mm-hmm.
too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
come on. There's a lot of, PAHs, PAHs, you from the South,
Mhm.
PAHs
Mhm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
PANs. There's a
Mhm.
lot of them on both
Mm-hmm.
sides,
Mhm.
both gender spectrums. You
Mhm.
can't just think
Absolutely.
because you're picking a man that they're going to come with. That's why they say gender expression is
Mhm.
yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
comes in both ways.
Yeah. It
Let
absolutely
me,
does.
let
it's not
me,
exclusive to
yes,
one gender.
yes, let me keep, because we could get stuck on this.
Yeah.
Let me
You
keep
know
moving
me.
because,
Keep
yeah,
it moving, yeah.
yes. All right. Here she is with her friend, morning with her mother. She just lost her mom. They're saying the prayers.
Mhm.
They're talking,
And right
after
there should have been the exact moment where she
where
sat
she
down with
told
her
her.
friend and had that conversation. But no, what are you trying to do to her? You
She
trying to
was
tell
being
her to
so
pray. Like, come
disingenuous.
on now. Right.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So
You're trying to get
disingenuous.
her to, you're trying to convince her what's so good about the faith when you're holding a lie
When
on your
you're
tongue.
lying
Thank
and you're
you.
lying
Thank
to
you.
her face, or at the very least omitting the truth,
Yeah. Oh, well,
unnecessary
a
truth.
lie of omitting is still a lie. That's what I used to tell
Oh,
my baby
okay.
father because he would omit certain things. It's still a
Okay.
lie.
It's
Come
still
on.
a
Okay.
lie.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Triggering. Sorry, I was triggered.
Is that right?
It
Is
just
that
He used to
right?
hasn't
omit
come to
things.
light yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, look at how
what do
she's
we
trying to be. How could you be her friend? How could you try to be anyway? Let's keep it
with
moving.
friends like that, nobody
These
needs
enemies. Yeah.
enemies.
Okay.
Who's it? Oh,
Okay, and then he goes. That's when Corliss and Rhaenys was making their bid for their daughter.
yeah.
Like, come on, cousin. Yeah, she a little young, but you could wait till she gets of age, and then you could tap that. The two things.
Is
This
all
is
my
this is.
point was.
He
It
could
would
have
have been
married her,
way
and he could have married Rhaenyra to. There would have been no problems. But
Yep.
again, when we watch these shows, we see the faults, the air of the human condition,
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
lack of a
Mhm.
better word.
Right.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm. Mhm.
Strengthen your line and produce heirs. Yeah,
Mhm.
And now they having dinner.
He had his
Mhm.
own reasons for that. Anyway, Corliss did.
Yes,
And
they
then,
did.
so again, part of the active conspiracy, right? Now, Allison just had her little, what do you call it, private moment, intimate moment with Rhaenyra at the sept, at a candlelit sept in a holy place while you lied to this girl. And now he's sitting here in another intimate setting, having
Mhm.
dinner. Another time someone could have clued her in,
Absolutely.
but y'all engaged in active conspiracy.
That's why she was pissed off.
And
And
not
she
to protect her
and
feelings, but to
nobody thought about
protect
that.
how she's gonna go off on you and feel
Yeah.
about you when she finds out. Not how hurt she's gonna be. How it's
Nope.
gonna
Nobody
affect you
wasn't
when
thinking
she
about
finds
that.
out. Come on now. Mm, 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 mm.
Uh,
Crazy.
uh Yeah, I loved your mother very much. Yeah,
And he did.
he did.
He did. He adored her. But he's so he was so keen to try to
I'm
get a
still mad
son.
about him letting
He risked his wife that
I'm
he
still
loved so
mad
much.
about him letting the maesters want to come talk to you about what's going on with your wife, and it gotta go through Otto. I just feel like some things is between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Otto wasn't there when y'all was procreating that child.
Yeah.
He probably was
When it
standing
comes to
by the door.
matters, when it comes to matters, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to matters of my loved one, my significant other, my better half, you know what I mean? You come to me. You don't go to Otto for that. You come to me. That's my wheelhouse right there. That ain't got nothing to do with Otto. So I'm still pissed off about that because I would have loved to see what his judgment might have been without Otto in his ear for once. But
He don't have no judgment. He most of
no,
the
we don't
time
know that.
he
We
was
don't.
up in
We
his quarters playing with his Legos.
that too, but that too. His medieval Legos. That too.
It would have been
but
nice if he
but
had,
he was never encouraged to think, to posit his own ideas. He was never encouraged. Otto always, well, your grace, I think you should do, before the man even get a chance to work some shit out in his own mind. So, you know, he got used to it.
Hmm.
She was so cute
She
when she
was
was
adorable.
little. Hmm. Yeah.
Ugh,
They shouldn't have even,
he could have
I guess
looking
they had no
a wall
choice.
garden. Because
she
Judy is just
she's looking
Judy's so
out
Yeah,
at
this
her
was
everything.
prison.
Yeah,
this was
prison.
so
Yeah, technically yes. Hmm.
this was the part that like stung a little bit because that's what I meant when we were watching stream yesterday. This scene played in my mind. Wa- Once Rhaenyra, once Rhaenys came back to Dragonstone with Corlys, and we know what happened, and Rhaenyra looked at Rhaenys, and Rhaenys smiled. This scene came to mind, and I was like, wow, she really came a long way. Cause before she acted like, yeah, all right, little mama, you gonna see. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
I can't wait till the day you
right,
find out that shit ain't green on the ground
right.
on any side. Um, but then right there, it seemed like, don't worry, we got you. You know what I mean? And it just felt so. I was like, she came a long way.
Right. They not going. They. I love that scene because ultimately everything Rhaenys said to Rhaenyra, she was right, and I was like, "Where's the lie?"
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
When
And
I'm
even though Rhaenyra was supported by them, they never really shouted about it.
What'd you say,
uh
Ingrid?
She said, "When I'm queen," I just showed a picture. Rhaenyra said, "When I'm queen, I will create a new order." And then I found this picture. She's saying like,
Right.
"Hey,"
Absolutely.
like, "Yeah,
Right.
okay,
Like, girl.
yeah, bye,
Yep.
girl, bye, girl, bye, girl, bye."
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Mm, she knew exactly what was coming. She knew it.
Hmm. Hmm.
you knew what was coming. Let's see. Moving
Poor
right
lady.
along, and then
Double
here we go
downing.
again. More part double down. And she's still wearing that green dress. Did she take a bath? That's what I want to know. Did she take a bath?
That's
She's
her
still
only
wearing that
good
green
dress.
dress. That yeah, that's her only like yo.
That's her only
You so
good dress.
first of all, you so busy plotting. You so
Wait,
busy
wait,
plotting
wait.
on this man that you could not get her a bunch of other green dresses.
And it's not even hers.
I
That's her
got
It's her
mother's.
question.
mama's.
I got question.
What?
I got question.
What?
Didn't her dad say the first time, why don't you wear one of your mama's dresses?
Green
Hmm.
dress.
Well, wait a minute. Y'all high towers. You mean
You
to tell
got
me
a little
you are
point.
Otto Hightower, hand of the king for over 50 years, and you ain't got more than one green dress for your wife?
Because he was hand to the king to Viserys' grandfather, Jaehaerys, the one that called the council meeting with all the high lords to decide who was gonna be his heir.
Side eye for real.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
know that lady had more than, she probably had a million green dresses. That's all they wore was green.
Hmm.
I ain't never seen Otto Hightower in nothing else but green.
Because
Say
that's the
what?
same one with the little revealing squares or parts or whatever it is around the
So my
trim of
thing
it,
is she
right?
just, I guess she figured that dresses was working in her luck, her favor.
That may
So
be the
she
only
didn't
one that
see.
she can fit.
But she was
Well,
young,
what?
yeah.
So
She
wait,
didn't have nobody to take it in. The other one's in. Nobody couldn't take that in.
so
First of all, wait a minute. She said wear that green dress. So Otto was like plotting from a long time. If he still held on to the mother's clothes, I mean, like
but
anyway,
wait a
I'm just
minute.
conjecture. What?
How big did the mama get that she couldn't fit her mama clothes? Them. Your mama just had one dress in that size. Then what? She just gained weight and what?
Right. Like maybe we're
Make it make
dissecting it a little
sense.
too much, but no, it does not make sense. But
I'm just saying from a
Hollywood,
fashion perspective.
they want you to glaze over little
Yeah,
stuff
but
like
no,
that.
continuity is a thing.
Right.
Continuity is a thing. And not for nothing, this is a big budget. Another green dress
I think
should
that's a
have
different
been.
dress.
Oh, okay. Well, then why we? Let me shut
It
up
don't
then.
look like a different dress to me. But
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
leave that alone.
It looked the same to
Okay.
me too, but it could
Okay.
be a different dress,
Look
and I
at him! Look
just
at him! Look
didn't
at
pay the
him! Look at
first
him!
one.
Running like a little Cheshire cat. Look at her. Look at her face. Like, does she periodically have moments like, damn, I gotta sleep with this nigga eventually? you know,
I
because
think
if she,
at that point she came to terms
Mm-hmm.
with becoming queen. And
Mm-hmm.
she liked it a lot more than she was putting on. She was just
Mm-hmm.
trying to talk herself into the fact that she's gonna have to sleep with this man.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
everything else, I think she was on board for. Everything that
Mhm.
came with being married to him, she was on board for. She had to just talk herself into, the procreating.
Here for
But
the
he
shits, as
wasn't
they
that
say.
old. By that time, he was like 30 something.
Yeah,
Well,
he wasn't.
they picked the they age
He was
down
still
in
her friend's
Hollywood.
father, though.
Yeah, they age
Hmm.
down in Hollywood because
Hmm.
again, like I tell people, the average lifespan was like 35 years old. So if you live to like elderly, like what we considered elderly, you were lucky.
Mhm.
Hmm.
You were very
Yeah,
lucky.
the gross part is that he was still her friend's father.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I could date an older man, but I couldn't date my friend's father. My
Oh,
man could be older than me, but he can't be my friend's
friend's
father.
father. Yeah.
That's like a bridge too fucking far. Like
Yeah,
what?
I had a girl that was in my circle give it up to my father.
Oh,
Why?
But,
oh,
in his defense, he was fine.
Yeah, I mean, I always hear Anthony call him John Shaft. He said he kind
My
of mimicked
father
his
was
style after
fine.
him.
And
Yeah.
he could dress and he was smooth with the ladies. Like he
yeah, but
definitely was that.
he
But, you know,
wow, man. So he knew this little girl hung out with you?
we were grown, and she
Oh.
was 2 years older than me. That doesn't make it great. It was still my
No, but I'm just
father,
saying
you
he
know.
still knew that like this woman hung out with his daughter.
She
I mean
was
that
my best friend's sister. So at that point, we didn't necessarily hang out, but like I was close with her family. Me and my best friend was together every day.
some things should just
So
be off
yeah,
limits. I don't know.
I mean, I looked at it like, okay, disgusting, but okay.
I mean, as long as it didn't bother you, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Mm-mm.
like, I don't know.
Did
I
I
would have been
love
like
that
ill
they did it?
gross.
No. You know, would I have tried to stop it if I could? Possibly not, because I don't care. I'm a
Okay.
Scorpio. I want everybody to have sex.
Yo.
I want,
Wait, wait.
let me put it like this. I want everybody that consents to it to have sex.
There you
That's
go.
all.
Yeah. Legal leak of consenting
Right,
adults.
right. If you are able to consent and you want to have sex, have you some sex with
Hmm.
another legally consenting person.
Adult. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, oh, look at this. This is
All right.
when he had to send Otto to go get his brother.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this scene right here. Let's keep
He's
going.
crazy. Now that part I will say, I mean, like, did you forget to take your meds this morning or something, Viserys? Why would you send Otto
Isn't
after
that
me?
when they
After,
heard that Damon was
Yes,
actually fighting in the
yeah.
fight in the triarchy
yes,
and they
Yeah.
tried to get him to do something to Damon? Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh
This
no, they
yes,
sent the messenger. The messenger came to say,
Came and told them that
no, this was on the hill.
now let me go back because y'all.
No, don't go that far back. You're going back too far.
yeah,
That's when they
that's too
meet on
far.
that bridge.
No, no, no. Wait, this is all right. So Viserys was with Alicent. Otto comes and get Alice to get Viserys. Oh, he strolled the dragon's egg. Remember? And that's when they
Right.
sent him.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. I thought that was when Viserys had got word that Damon and
And
Corlys
she wa
was fighting the
no.
triarchy.
She wanted to go because she knew that, he should have never did that. And
Right.
she was like, no, send Otto. And that was just kind of dumb.
Like,
And
yeah, like why would you do that? He's so stupid.
Hmm.
I can't stand Viserys.
Yeah, I mean,
mm,
why
I
would you
just don't.
send
Mm-hmm.
Otto after Dame when you know
Uh-huh.
that's like a highly volatile situation?
Right.
I mean, I really don't even understand how he expected it to play out. And, had Rhaenyra not come, you know what I mean? So
Otto head would have been
Damon
sent
and
back.
Damon would have eviscerated
Mhm.
Otto and
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 mhm.
Crispy Cole and the rest of
Mhm.
them soldiers.
Mhm.
So that I don't even understand. I That was a moot point for me. I didn't get it,
Mm-hmm.
but
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then Damon taunting them, talking about us for my son. I'm about to marry this one.
Caraxes was
Like, come
hungry too.
on, buddy, come
Caraxes
on.
had a lot, had just, you know what I'm saying, emptied his stomach and took him a bath
Right.
and was nice and empty and was
Mm,
that was a whole, that was
hmm.
what, appetizer, main course, dessert,
Right.
and everything. You know what I'm saying, and the beverage that would wash it down, child. Yeah, like,
Ugh.
nah. You served up a whole 5-star meal for Caraxes right there.
Mm,
Mm.
mm, mm.
Yeah, no, those are traditions for the true born children of royalty.
One thing
If
I'll
you don't
give
say,
Otto, he been around them dragons a little too long because he don't seem to be afraid.
no, he was not scared.
Not
Yeah,
completely. He didn't trust them all the way. He knew that the rider was able to, Dracarys his butt.
yeah, but okay, did he know that the writer doesn't necessarily have to say Dracarys? Like they kind of just do it for visual value. Them dragons move on how, as in last night's episode showed us, those dragons move on how their rider feels.
I don't think it clicked with his ego.
So he
He
does
got a
not know
big
that.
ego. Right.
That would make
Right.
sense. That would make sense. He would think that the and listen, by the time the writer says Dracarys, I mean you're done.
You're done.
Mm,
It's
You're
it's
done.
no
You can't run
ducking. You
fast
can't
enough.
run behind anything. You can't duck behind anything. You and whatever is in your path next to you is getting fried to a crispy
Like
hockey
Harren
puck.
Hall, like Harren Hall. So my point being, like, uh, that's a lot of trust to put into somebody to
Hmm.
think that you're gonna stand there and talk crap to them, and but for them not mentioning the word Dracarys, your life is still intact. That's a lot of trust to have in
Hmm.
somebody.
mm, mm,
Especially Damon of all people.
mm.
Right.
That's the one person I wouldn't
Right.
trust with that for no reason in the world.
Mm.
Oh, we
But
have somebody in the
the
chat.
way he was trying to
Yeah.
move,
JM. Yeah, JM Carpe Diem. I don't. I'm.
Oh, what's up? Shout out
Yeah.
to Jonathan. Ladies, this is my friend I was telling you about, that when we do our season finale for Harry Potter,
Yes.
he can assist with the venue per se.
Yes.
Yeah, we got that
Okay.
coming up, y'all.
welcome,
We
welcome.
Yes.
Love to you.
Welcome.
Love to
Welcome.
you.
Thank you.
welcome.
Thanks for the love.
Welcome. Thank you
Thanks
so
for the
much.
love. Yes.
Um, how you doing, Jonathan?
Um.
um, let's
I
see.
still. I will be honest. I still have to play with Jonathan. If you're watching, I'm operating the ordinary use account right now on our Instagram live. I still
Yes,
have to
Yeah.
play
producer.
with the I still have to play with the screen to fit it. There's some settings I have to play with, so I have to do that later. Figure out do I have to fix it on the streaming end or I have to fix it on the Instagram end. I'm not sure yet. So I gotta fix some things.
Hmm.
Anywho, continue, ladies, because it's dialogue. It's great. Continue.
She was definitely giving Princess of the Seven Kingdoms vibes right
Right
there.
there, right there. Yeah, this scene.
Absolutely.
She rolled up on it and she
Mm,
was like,
that's
look,
Rainice, right?
Rhaenyra.
Oh,
Rhaenyra,
that's
young
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra,
Okay.
young
Hmm. Rhaenyra pulled up like, excuse me. I know my father said for you to come, but let me show you how to handle this real quick.
Yeah, that part. That part right there.
Rhaenyra.
She walked up
and,
on some bullshit right there, man.
and then,
For
Yeah,
real.
and then,
yeah. She always gave a queenly aura. Always.
Always. Yeah. Yeah. Always. I mean, if you don't know that you are in the presence of royalty every time you in front of Ray Darren, something's wrong with you. See, that's Otto's problem. He ain't got no damn respect.
Right. I was so surprised at the lack of respect they gave Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't.
Mm,
I wasn't.
yeah, because of her father.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Oh,
if y'all are in the chat, give us a like. We appreciate it. We
yes,
could use it.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he has no respect.
None,
None.
none. And
And his
Viserys
lack
didn't
of
demand it.
yeah, yeah, he really didn't.
He didn't demand it. That goes back to my point of saying, like, as a ruler, you have a responsibility to be fair yet firm
Mm-hmm.
and need to be able to stand 10 toes for your law of the kingdom because that's not just for certain people of the kingdom, that goes for everybody, high and low.
Mm-hmm.
High and low. And he did not demand that at all. At all. His
Mm-hmm.
own council did not even respect him.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
Mm-hmm.
else had to say, hey, this is your king. I think it was Corliss.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I think that was in episode 1.
Yeah.
Corliss had to be like, this is your king. You know what I'm saying? Like, why somebody else has to demand respect for you?
There's so many
Hmm.
times where Otto Otto should have been on the chopping block, so to speak, where he was, out of line, out of place, too
Out of
forward,
pocket, just out.
out of pocket. Just, yeah. There's so many times where he should have been checked.
He would have been out of luck had I been the ruler. Out
And
of
had
luck.
y'all checked him from the beginning, I don't think he would have been so ambitious.
No, absolutely
And I
not.
and I definitely don't think he would have felt so free either. Cause he practically felt like at this point Viserys needed to get permission from him to do stuff.
He probably would have been right back in Old Town sending his daughter letters, manipulating and intimidating her through written communication.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry,
So
ladies. I had to. Something happened with the computer. But
Welcome
you
back.
good
we're
though?
still streaming. Yeah, we're still streaming. Everything is
Okay.
Welcome
still
back.
streaming.
Yeah, still would have. He was, in his mind, he was too invested in his plan to have his bloodline on the throne.
Mhm. Mhm.
Nothing but
Mhm.
death was going to keep him from that.
Agreed. Agreed.
This scene I like right here. I don't know if you can see the little small frame. I was trying to get to that. Let
Mm,
me see if I could get on it. You
right
know,
before Rhaenyra walked through them.
yeah. He had drew. I'm trying to get to where he whipped out his knife, boy. You know, if Damon was darker, he could look he looked like a brother just with no color. Because his features, the character who played him, his features.
Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah,
it's very good. I mean, the casting was amazing for this, for
yeah,
sure. They nailed it.
mhm.
yeah. And then we see and then this guy, Crispy, telling him to sheath the steel. You like sheath the effing steel. Like who you talking to? You know what? This
Like
was
he
this.
think because he knocked Damon down off of a horse and didn't let him get back up in the tourney that he
He
can whoop
feeling
Damon's
himself.
behind.
Yes,
Right.
yes, yes,
That's
yes,
why Damon wasn't
yes.
worried about that tourney. You see,
Mm-mm,
even after he
mm-mm.
got up, Damon looked at him like, "All right,
It's
bro."
laughed.
I'll
Yeah,
You
let
know
you I'll
what I'm
let you
saying?
rock right
Right,
now. I'll
yeah,
let you rock right
right,
now. Yeah.
right. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
come on now, Damon, and even standing right there in this scene, Damon was still not worried. He didn't even sweat that. Like,
He's like, yeah, all right, you got it.
like, come on. That's why Otto was like, "Cheat that."
Mm-hmm.
See you at recess.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. That was a tourney. Yeah, people can die in it,
And look at his
Yeah,
face right there.
but
When they see Rhaenyra coming, he's like,
yeah.
oh shoot, she's actually here.
mm, right
Like, oh
there.
shoot, she actually here. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
At that
Mm-mm-mm.
point, I bet they couldn't even tell whose side she was coming to be on.
Yeah, thank you.
When in all actuality, she did her princess thing and was like, "Look, give me the egg. Give me my
Yeah,
brother's egg.
yeah.
That's all." Yeah, she handled that like a queen.
Hmm. Boss mode.
Mm, mm.
Hmm. I kind of wish she wouldn't have arrived though, in time.
I know it. I know
Yeah,
it.
she would have got there and it would have been done.
Look at the white worm's face. How she looking at Rhaenyra.
Yeah,
She loving on how Rhaenyra handled that.
already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. That was the one we saw later on, right?
Yes.
Damn, she went
Yes.
back to her old ways. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes, she reverted.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
She
Yeah,
liked
she
the
could.
way Rhaenyra handled that situation.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't
And
need
she
to
was
kill
for the
me.
people, like Varys in Game of Thrones. For the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the blocking of like the blocking is like the placement of characters, objects, things. You know what I'm saying? So the
Mm.
blocking on this on all the scenes of this bridge, the blocking here, the blocking where we see Otto
Yeah.
and Crispy Cole and the
Yeah.
soldiers, all that, like they did it so well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
to
know it's
create
CGI.
intimacy. Yes. To create
Yeah.
intimacy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Look, and she had to
Mhm.
remind him. She's like, look, you know you living in my castle, right? You know they could come and kill you, right? I know you got a dragon, you got the eggs, you got all that stuff, but you know you live in my castle. And she know that he has a soft spot for her.
And she know that her father has a soft
Soft
spot for
spot
his
for
little
him too,
brother.
brother too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
why that's another reason why she went over there. She knew it was the right thing to go over there. When her father was sitting there talking about, "No, Otto, you go." What is wrong with you? You think Crispy Cole is going to protect him? He is not. You know your brother is a beast with a beast. Come on.
I don't know what Crispy Cole think he gonna do to Caraxi.
Mm,
Let's
that
see.
this scene proves another reason why Viserys was not fit to be the king.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see
Because
the
he
look in her
didn't know that
eyes?
it was the best thing for Rhaenyra to go by
Yes.
herself
Yeah.
with her
And
dragon.
let's just point out the elephant in the room that had she been a male heir, she would have been expected to go out
Right.
Thank
as
you.
a
Thank you.
Right.
delegate and as an
Right,
envoy
sis.
to take care of the realm's needs within reason, of course. But the fact that
Right.
it's like when I was watching what's that Merlin, I think, right? And Arthur of Camelot was always in tourneys,
Hmm.
going and handling stuff in the realm that needed handling, and he
It
was his
was
father's
expected.
only heir.
It was expected
There was no spare.
of the male heir.
Yeah.
There was no spare for him. So I'm just saying, like, people in that time would have sent them heirs and their spares if they had them. You know what I mean? And the good thing about being a spare was you didn't have to like necessarily abide by all the rules of court and have to be
Hmm.
there, and you had more freedom to kind of choose your own path, whereas the heir had to adhere to what was set out for them. So i I don't even know, but like I don't see no reason to withhold her from doing what if she was a male heir she would have had to do
Yes.
anyway.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Hmm. And she did it well.
So knowing what we know, even though we know like she how old she's supposed to be here. Do y'all think Damon was looking at her like that right then and there?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
His character
Yeah.
And
was now. I'm not saying it's right.
no, it just made a
His
shiver go down
character,
in my
like they
back.
made in the show, they made him look older, but his character wasn't that
That much older than her.
older, probably 7 years,
Okay.
because Viserys at this point was probably in his 20s, late
Mm,
20s, and Damon was probably earlier to mid 20s.
I see.
And in those times, yeah, a girl of 14 and a princess, yeah, that was expected at the
You-
time.
And and you know, sidebar, I have to get on. I gotta pin myself here to talk about this. I gotta pin myself to talk about
Come
this.
on,
And
sis,
this
talk about it.
and this is one of the big discussions that I'm playing with the screen that we have in this society nowadays. Like I said, at the end of the Civil War, 1865, the average lifespan was 35. And when we talk about pedophilia, we have to understand. I'm not saying it's right, but we have to understand. We have learned a lot in 100 and what is it, 180 years? 100 and yeah, 160 years about brain development, puberty, neurological development. We know that even a woman having a child under the age of 20, they consider that a high risk pregnancy now because your body still, even though you have a period, your body, your hips, you're still growing. Your spine does not fully fuse until between the ages of 22 and 24. Okay. So the average lifespan was 35. And once a woman bled, it was ready for she could have kids. And you know, if she died, you can marry another wife and try again and have some more kids. I hate to say that, but that's the mindset.
That was
And
the
it's
norm.
that was the
Yeah,
norm because
that was the
if you
norm.
had a child, the child you might have had a miscarriage, the child might have been stillborn, the child might have got Again, this is why we have vaccines. I don't want to get on my spiel about vaccines because then I'm gonna have to fight with people on that. Children died. Children died from diarrhea. This is why we have that little rotavirus, the one that you give them to drink. They
Mm,
literally died from dehydration. Number
mhm.
one, they had pneumonia that killed babies. Now we have the vaccine for RSV. That particular virus makes the mucus in the lungs so sticky the child can't breathe. They suffocate and choke on their own mucus. We have a vaccine for that. We have the vaccine for pneumonia. We have the vaccine for the flu. Excuse me, untreated flu causes pneumonia. Who died from that? So if the child lived past the age of 5, and this was relatively, then we have polio. We have all these things that could kill children. I had a patient whose mother, whose grandmother had 10 kids prior to the war in Europe. Two of the mother's children didn't make it past the age of 5. They died from pneumonia. So we have polio, pneumonia, and then we have measles, mumps, rubella. We didn't even know what those were back then, but they cause sterility. And then even if you survived that, you would have neurological problems down the road. So all that to say, when you have children,
You got something to drink.
not yet.
You
Keep
gotta get you
talking.
something to drink.
Keep talking.
I don't want to throw
Mm,
off your point. We'll hold on for you.
no. Mm,
My
sorry.
thing, what, and it's still kind of related. My thing was, is how did they know that, as far as I'm talking about procreating, that younger, not a teenage, but a younger woman would make a stronger baby? Like, because me now knowing what I know,
Right.
having, going
Right.
through the training that I went through, knowing that a female embryo in utero has already all the eggs she's going to have for the rest of her life in her. As a woman carrying a female child, you also carry your grandchildren in you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
yes, at a certain age, women lose the ability to give birth. And theoretically, the older the woman is, the less likely she is to have a healthy birth, because those eggs, for lack of a better term, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it in a funny way, but those eggs are old. You know what I'm saying? Because she's
Well,
had them since she was 4 months
so is them
in
damn
utero,
dragon eggs.
you know?
Daenerys found them eggs was old as hell, but they hatched. Damn it! I'm just saying. Don't mind me. I have to
Okay,
play devil's advocate. You
but
know,
that's why I was asking, like, that in scientifically, back then medicine wasn't as advanced as it is now. So how would the men know that, oh, when this girl has her first period, she's ready she's a woman and she's ready for marriage and getting pregnant and all of that stuff? Like, how did they even know that?
um,
That's something I'm curious about. Since I watched the show, like,
I don't know. Half of
mm,
the time, like I'm not even good at science, so the level of science y'all are putting into it, I ain't
they
never
had to
ever.
experiment.
My brain
They
ain't
had
never
to
seen.
I
But
mean,
I know
experiment.
here's
one thing: those maesters, they none of them knew what they was doing. But I'm
They had
off
to
them for a
experiment
second.
on people, on women, on girls, in order to find those things
What's his
out.
name? Kyber. Kyber. What
Right.
Kyber? Whatever for
Kyber.
Cersei.
Men like Kyburn are the ones that found that
Mm-hmm.
stuff out and documented it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You always
because
have to
you had to
experiment.
perform those experiments in order to find those things out, to document it, so that everybody would know, and send those ravens out to the other maesters and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, these eggs have been in here. They probably dissected many a women and
Mm-hmm.
girls to get that information. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, ooh, women. Mm.
Well, hello. Look what they
My
did to
sisters,
us.
I
Look
love
what they did
y'all.
to us. Look what they did to us in this country without anesthesia. They did
Mm,
gynecological procedures.
mm,
But yeah,
mm.
this whole mentality of the patriarchy, marrying girls off once they get to a certain period in their life, this is common. And this is why there is a big backlash now because we see, yes, just because she can have a menstrual, we know the brain is not fully developed, especially between 18, even though legal age of consent is 18, the brain still goes through changes between 18 and 24, 18 and 25. And you
Mhm.
go
And
through other changes.
males take even long to develop,
They don't
longer
have
than
no
that.
they don't
Yeah,
got no sense until 40, if that.
Oh,
that prefrontal cortex actually, yeah,
it
because
be
the
soft for
blood
a long
supply
time.
constantly goes up and down, up and down.
Hmm.
Hello. Yep,
It
yep.
is what
And
it is.
yeah, and because biologically, well, if you're of this stream of thought, and you know me, I'm a conspiracy theorist to the 10th power. We as a species were created for work. I'm talking about all of us. We were created for work. And they let us breed like crazy. And then we develop cognition. And then, whatever. Then they say, you know what? Let's get off this planet and let these people do what they do because they're getting out of pocket. But that's why, men per ejaculation have 3 million sperm. Those little mother French fries could live in the uterine vaginal canal for up to 5 days,
Three
three
to
to five
five,
days,
three to
three to
five,
five days. Okay.
and
There's been instances where women have gotten pregnant in their abdomen because they've made their way out of the fallopian tube prior to the egg coming out, and they met the egg before it got in the fallopian tube, and then you have a pregnancy in the abdomen. I'm like, oh my god, these little bums. Anyway, go ahead, Storm.
baby, I'm just saying, like,
That's how I got caught. That's how I got caught. Okay, my baby was a Valentine's Day baby, and I know I wasn't popping no egg out yet. The egg popped out a couple of days later, and them little flagellates were just hanging out, waiting. Okay?
m- me too with my Scorpio son.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, why do you think there's so many sidebar? Why do you think there's so many Scorpios? Valentine's Day. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was a Valentine Day made baby. I'm a love baby. I'm a love baby. I absolutely am. Yes, I am.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm, mm,
That's
mm.
why I'm always
Yes,
spreading the love,
yes, yes.
baby.
So when
Ah,
when when we look at what's going on in modern day society with the clash between these PDFs and everything, this is
mhm.
stuff from long ago. we
Yeah,
have not let we have not
right.
let
It's
go
not
of these
new.
antiquated ideas about marriage, procreation, when
Right.
a
All
woman
of
is
that.
ready. Yeah, because back in the days it was just us, it was just the matriarchy. I
Pro
don't know how
life,
these
pro choice,
usurpers
all
came.
of it. All
Yeah,
of it.
and it's not pro life. They're pro life because they're pro baby. They want more of themselves. They don't
More
care about the
them. Right.
cost.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Mhm.
let me go on. Let me go on.
Mm.
I told her we weren't going to talk politics on this channel, but it comes up. It's interesting when you really look at a lot of these shows, you can reflect back into what's going on in our
Yeah.
society.
It still
There's a
rings
lot of
true.
relevance. Yeah,
It
there's a lot
still
of
rings
Yep.
true.
relevance.
Hmm.
But look how his face softened when he was
Mm,
Yeah.
talking to her.
Yeah.
Even though it's
Anybody else,
incest.
he would have been like Caraxes.
Right.
But look how he just like, all right, girl. All right.
Lord.
I was tripping. I was
You
tripping. I was tripping.
right, right,
I,
right. I did take it there. I did take it
I
there.
did. I
I did
did.
take it there. Here you go. Absolutely.
I mean, look, but
Absolutely.
for the fact that they're related, like, in
Right.
in no lifetime that will ever be okay for me.
Ever.
But for
Same.
that fact, they make an adorable couple.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. They balanced each other.
Mm-hmm.
They balanced each other.
Right.
And I'm
That's
with
They
why.
you. I
fit like a
agree.
puzzle.
I'm not co-signing to incest. I am
Yep.
against it.
We just said but
And
for the fact. So
pedophilia, I am against it. So, but
that
right.
should that should clear all of that. We're just saying in this
Uh,
fantasy world,
Right, right. In this fantasy world,
Dame and
look at
Rhaenyra
we are
is
for
what's
them.
up. Yeah,
look at
that's
how
what
she
we.
got over on all them men.
Hmm. Hmm. And then walk
and,
back in, and they was walk back in the house like what?
and was
Yeah,
able
I
to
was.
prove to all of them that she can rule right there.
And
Res-
I'm so
Killed
well.
it, no violence.
I'm not even gonna go. Like, okay, I will say it then. Okay, so right at that point, why did you not just fire Otto?
Thank you, because he made because he looked like an ass.
This is the what second or third time she's bested him.
Yep.
The first time, what Corliss said, well, at least the princess has a plan. Like, this is like the third time she's bested Otto. What do we need you for again? You know what I mean? She about to get you 10 out of 10. Like,
I want to beat him up. Viserys, I'm talking about.
I know you do.
I want to beat him up. Like, I can't stand him. I don't want to say I hate him. You're not supposed to hate. But I dislike everything about that man.
That's a
Everything.
strong feeling.
Except for naming Rhaenyra heir. Everything else I dislike about him. You couldn't rule the
Well,
people. You couldn't rule the people because they did not respect you. And you don't have to instill fear to get respect.
mhm.
You don't he didn't even make his own decisions. Even decisions that he did make, he was still somewhat manipulated behind the scenes to make those decisions.
Mhm.
Because the people that wanted him to make those decisions had already behind the scenes put some shit in place to where he only had certain options.
I mean, Otto was always running circles around him. That's the truth of it.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
every now and again, Corliss or Lord Strong could make a point, but most of the time, he just, referred to
To
Otto.
Otto that he knew didn't mean him
And
no well being.
I don't think he even questioned whether Otto meant him well being. Like, I don't think he was even cognitively aware of the fact that should I be like concerned about this person? I don't think he even had that
Reason
awareness.
4721 why I don't like Viserys.
All right. Moving on from Viserys. Moving on.
I could go all day.
She feels
So,
about him the same way I feel about Black Snape. Come on.
hey, and it is what it is.
And
I
it
have the right
is
to feel
what
how
it
I feel.
is.
You
I
have the
didn't
right to
say no.
feel how you feel. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I didn't
So,
say I wasn't here for it. I just said, I just pointed out an obvious, fact that we was like aligned on, maybe not on the
hmm
same issue, but we could understand where each other's coming from,
absolutely.
you know, type shit.
Oh.
He tried to make her feel better about her seeing how much in love him and Rhaenyra was.
It was over. Once she saw him, how he softened when Rhaenyra came, that bitch was like, look here, I'm out of my damn league. It's time to go. Okay? You got me out here about to get me all types of hemmed up when your
Right,
people come for you. And you might be able to survive because you're Daemon the Targaryen, the Rogue Prince, with
right.
Caraxes, the dragon, and everybody's afraid of you. And you are battle tested, right? Battle proven. I'm not that. I'm not none of those things. So here I go. Let me grab my deodorant and grab my little bit of few clothes I got over here. Okay, my ass. Can I get an Uber?
And she wasn't mad about the lie. She was
Mhm.
mad that when she saw him and Rhaenyra, she was like, "Man, I ain't getting
Yeah, I
that
think she
castle."
just used the lie as an excuse. I
Right,
think that was just an excuse. She was mad that that man saw Rhaenyra and he just was like, "What's up, girl?"
right, right. Because she knew when he said it that it was a lie because she knew she wasn't pregnant.
But wait
He
a
never
minute.
said I'm to her
Mhm.
personally, I'm gonna
Mhm.
marry you.
Hold on, sweetheart. When he said that to Rhaenyra, he said that in High Valerian.
She
Yes, he
wasn't
did.
pregnant.
Yes,
No,
he
he
did.
said
She
it to
wasn't.
Otto too.
Yeah, he was like, that wound can't
Uh,
hold nothing.
yeah, you're right. You're
Cause
right.
Otto said something pertaining to bastard.
Yeah, you're right.
He said that wound can't
Yeah.
hold nothing.
That's how she knew he said that. Cause he said
Yo,
it out loud to them.
yo.
Hmm.
Oh man. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. When you're right, child.
So
She was
yeah, it
like, I'm
wasn't
out. It's
like,
not
come
even worth
on.
it.
You could have worse said
He's
about
like,
you
I'll
than
protect you.
carrying a bastard prince. Like you could have a
He's
lot
like,
worse said about you.
I'll protect you. She's like, what did she say? Some crazy shit. But
Something
how can you
stupid.
She
protect me
basically,
when you put me
yeah.
in
And you
danger in
see
the
what she's
first
saying?
place?
Yeah, and you see what she's saying? I've been sold this property more times than I care to count. And she's like, they might not put your head on the spike, but yo, they'll do something to me.
Absolutely.
And she's smart
She
enough
was
to know
thinking in
that.
the long game at that time right there with the
He was like,
Mm-hmm.
lie.
Dragonstone is quite secure. She's like, yeah, all right.
But
Mm-mm.
it
Yeah,
still
look what
wasn't
she said.
about the lie.
Yeah, yeah. Look at her face. She's just like, ugh,
She still would have been fucked up in the game,
still.
with the outcome being what it was, looking in hindsight. Yeah, she still would have been fucked up in the game
Mm-hmm.
eventually. But at that point, she couldn't have never known that for sure.
Right.
That's a long
I
game possibility. I don't think she was thinking that far down the line.
mm-mm. I think she was just thinking about getting out of there.
Right,
Yeah. Right. You know what?
right.
When you've been living in survival mode for a long time, your senses are heightened to
Hmm.
sense
Mm-hmm.
when I this is not serving me. It's time to be
Right.
out.
She knew he wasn't going. Once she saw Rhaenyra, she knew Damon wasn't going to elevate her to nothing but what she
Nothing.
was, a
His
bed
This.
mate.
concubine.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she was mad. She had to take something and blow it up.
Yeah, he is playing with his Legos again.
Oh my god.
We could keep going. We could keep going. We could keep
Mm.
going.
Oh, this is where homeboy. I liked him.
Mm.
Is
Yes,
this
Lord Strong.
Lord Strong? I was about to say
And
Yes.
he got nasty with him and was like, "Oh, I suppose you want me to betroth my daughter to your son." And he was like, "Your Majesty, like,
That
why
wasn't
you
good.
biting my head off?" You know. But
That
yeah,
hmm
it
wasn't
would have
good.
been good. He's a high lord. Daddy Strong is a high lord, so yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been good. And they had given
hmm
him Harrenhal.
hmm
But no, Viserys got Otto hand so far up his ass, he flapping the mouth for him.
Yeah.
hmm
Otto was already on the throne. He just wanted to make it official.
Right. That part.
Yeah, he had to solidify it.
But yeah,
But
I like the fact that he, like, thank goodness for him because he really got Otto thinking. And even though Otto didn't take his advice in this moment, he got Otto thinking, like, okay, I need to be more invested in what goes on around here.
mm,
Because clearly Otto is serving his own interests. He kind of like put the battery in Viserys's back, right?
mm,
And that's when we see I'm gonna say we see some movement, but like in terms of how much, I would say like the distance a sloth moves,
mm,
but we see a, a
mhm.
nudge, right? Is that fair, Storm?
Yeah, and but those nudges didn't make much of an impact because
No, they didn't, because they were
he
too
got
few,
more
too late.
pushback. Right.
Yeah,
Then he
they were
got
too
more
few, too late,
pushback, so it knocked him back.
and he was
That
getting
little
sicker.
nudge that he went,
He got
absolutely,
sick, so it was like too
absolutely,
few, too late, and not
right,
enough time
yeah,
to, you know what I'm saying? Literally, like
yeah,
in like literally and figuratively, not enough time, right? So yeah, I agree with you. They didn't make, but that's why I said a nudge, like
yeah,
the amount, like like that a sloth would move. You know what I mean? Like, but at least it put the battery in his back because he didn't have that before,
no, he
and
did
that's
not.
why he never made a move. That's what was missing. So I mean, the battery in the back is, that's like a car with no engine. You can't start it.
And like I said before about the snakes moving in the background to narrow down the options for him, so that way it'll look like he's making a choice for himself, but really making a choice that Otto already planned. Like that, they're telling pretty much Viserys' choices for his so-called duty, which he didn't have to marry anybody at that point in time for real. That's another way they was in the background moving the pieces around. They put
hmm
the two choices in his face like, "Oh, these are the best two choices." Okay, so his best two choices, and you know he already weak and
hmm
not strong-minded, is a little girl that hasn't flowered yet, and then a teenage girl.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? That's
I
already
maintain my point.
flowered. So they put those two choices in front of him. Those are
hmm
what they offer him, his counsel. They didn't
hmm
bring any other high lady in from
That's what
any
I'm
other
saying. Like, this
higher
is the
houses.
seven kingdoms with all
Right.
these big and noble
Right.
houses. You mean
It's
to tell me
Talk to
in
me,
all of
sis.
the seven kingdoms,
Talk to me, sis.
all of the noble houses
Talk
in
to me,
the
sis.
seven kingdoms? Matter of fact, didn't Egg say it was nine kingdoms? You
Come
mean to
on.
tell me
For real, for
it
real.
was nobody?
For real, for real.
Nobody?
listen. They set
Yo,
him up
I
to
swear to
fail.
God, I
They
was
set him up to
watching.
fail.
Right,
They set him up to
Yes,
fail.
right,
exactly.
Mhm.
Check this out. I
right.
was watching some video the other night, right? I'll tell you the I'll text y'all the video so y'all can just see the title of the video. The little white girl said, "What in the Alice in Wonderland is going on right now?"
Right.
I like that.
Because this is
I
upside
like that.
down and inside
Yeah.
out,
She
baby.
said, "What in the Alice in Wonderland is really going on right now?" I said, "Yo,
This
oh,
can't
yeah,
be. This can't be what
yeah,
it is. This can't
upside
be.
down."
Like,
You always heard me inside out.
uh. So now he's at the point where they already did their manipulation. Now, I do like Daddy Strong, but
Yeah,
once Viserys got snappy with him, because I do believe that Daddy Strong was gonna present his oldest son
might
as
have,
a suitor for Rhaenyra.
and
And
that would have
once
been just
Viserys
fine.
got snippy with him about uh
He retracted it.
right,
Yeah,
right, and he was like, "Oh, I was just gonna say this one," and he put Lena out there. Like, come on,
either
thinking
He got
that
way,
scared.
maybe, once he said no, I was gonna say uh Lena Valarian, that Viserys would calm down and be like, I'm sorry,
yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
wait a
Your
minute.
son is a good candidate
Wait a
for
minute, though.
suitor.
Wait a minute, though. It
Mm,
could have gone another way.
it could
Mm.
have.
I'm just, and the reason why I say that is because we all know Viserys was trying to get Rhaenyra in the headspace of getting married.
Right.
You're a princess of the realm. This is your duty. She was like, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I don't think so. You're bothering me. Ouch. Leave me alone. Okay. His main problem at that point in time, Viserys, was that he couldn't get his daughter to agree
Mm,
to what he wanted her to do.
mm-hmm.
And he even said as much. He said, if you would just do what you're supposed to do, you would take a lot of the, like, I could maybe have room to think and operate and rule because I
Right.
wouldn't be so worried about you. He even said as much.
Now that was one of
So,
the smart things he said,
so
because had she did it and got married and popped out a baby and
wait
had an
now. Wait,
heir
wait, wait,
and
wait, wait, wait,
him
wait, wait.
not
Pump
get
your brakes.
married.
Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes
Mm-hmm.
because I'm leading up to something here. I'm cooking. So, if he would have said to Viserys, because meanwhile everybody else was pitching to Viserys, oh, you got to remarry. Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
got to do
Mm-hmm.
that. Oh, you need more heirs. Oh, da, da, da. If he would have came and presented his son as a possible marriage alliance,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that would have in that in and of itself would have been something that maybe Viserys would have been open to.
Mhm,
Well, let me
mhm,
meet your
mhm.
son if I don't already
Oh,
know him.
he knew his
I
son.
know he knew him, but like formally, like in a more, not
Yeah,
just me seeing
absolutely.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I want to talk to him. I want to get to know the man, the mind behind the man, or the whatever.
Mhm,
You know, he might have been open to something like that, and then in addition, say, well. And the other thing I was thinking is that if you must marry, marry Lena and explain why.
mm,
I think that would have gave Otto everything that he needed to, hey, get Otto's ass in here. Matter of fact, tell him he ain't got to come. Tell him he fired.
mhm,
Yeah, it
mhm,
might have just actually been the gear, kicking the gear that
mm.
that the car needed to get started to roll.
Right, right. Mm.
That's my rant.
But it went how it went.
Because George R. R. Martin hates us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Others
we
not.
love your books, sir. We
Love
just wish
them,
you didn't
but
hate
he said, I'm not giving anybody a happy ending.
no,
And if you
yeah,
think somebody is going to get a happy ending, then you don't need to be watching this show or
watching.
reading my books, But we're delusional as
He hates
fans.
women. He hates women.
Absolutely.
He hates
Absolutely.
women.
And I stand 10 toes on that with you. I'm Statue of Liberty on that shit right there. I truly believe it. What everything in my
What's
heart. Because a
what's the
man can
next
come
scene?
up, and
Hmm.
a man in his world is probably 75% less like loud. Look at Jamie Lannister. Had every reason to have his head lopped off somewhere. But I bet you he's gonna grow up big and strong as a character. And what do women get?
You ain't get shit.
Stabbed in the gut
You didn't get
by
shit.
nephews or something like.
Hmm.
Or you
Ingrid,
could be a master chess player like Lady Olenna.
yeah, she killed the
You could
game.
be a
She
boss.
did. She
Ingrid, you
did.
got me started when you said that. You got me started.
Anyway, what's the next scene, girl?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because, well, we were just talking about that. We're moving right along. Moving right along. Yes, he's talking. Yeah, exactly. This is what he was talking about. He's like, I need you to get married. Yep, that was the
Hmm.
scene we were just talking about. We're gonna keep
But you could
going.
show it if you want.
The
Like
red
they
keep
can't
has
see.
bore a warmth I dare say will never recover. He's talking about the mother,
Hmm.
her mother.
You could show the screen though. Share the screen. They can't see it.
Oh,
What
sorry,
you
sorry,
talking about?
sorry, sorry,
He
sorry,
was
sorry, sorry. My bad, because I have you selected. Sorry.
he was also trying to
Yes,
soften
here.
her up with that statement about his wife, her mother. He was
Mm-hmm.
also trying to soften her up
Look, look,
to him
Mm.
getting married.
getting after her like, oh, you acted
Yeah,
without
but
the
that's what
crown
I'm
on you.
saying. If Lord Strong would have presented that to him like that, he might have been
Had a chance. Hmm.
like able to, instead of it feeling like a funeral when he was presenting it to her, because that's what it felt like. It felt like, okay, I'm coming with, ominous, heavy news, and you're not going to be happy, but I need you to trust me. Like it felt daunting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he would have had a little more pep in his step and a little more excitement because he would have been able to present to her, guess what? Uh, I met Lord Strong's son. I think you two might actually get along. Would you like to meet him?
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And on top of that, I've Lord Strong presented the idea to me that I think is going to fix my whole "you got to get married" situation. These
Right.
all these lords keep presenting all, you know what I mean? And I still love your mother, and I'm not ready to move on. So for that, I'm gonna marry little Lena. That way, I ain't got to worry about even looking at her, touching
Okay,
her,
right
nothing.
now for a couple of years.
You
Right.
present that idea like that to Rhaenyra, I'm telling you, that's the bow that you needed on top of the box. And here she go, opening the gift. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
for me, like he
Yep.
should have had me as his damn fucking hand. Cause I'm
But he
telling you, I don't know what's
presented
going on.
her with a steak of an idea on the top of a
Hmm.
trash can lid and expected
That
her to
part.
eat that steak.
Mm-hmm.
You know what my favorite saying in the world is? Don't offer me shit and tell me it's Godiva. I'm not stupid.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I can smell the shit a mile
Mm-hmm.
away. Please get out my face and go
My
have
name
several
ain't
seats.
look. I'm spoiler territory, but I gotta. I can't resist. My name ain't Aegon. My name ain't Aegon.
Hello.
If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Shit.
Hello.
Storm says she know. Yep. My name ain't Aegon. Don't be presenting shit to me telling me it's Godiva. I smell the shit on your
Nah.
fucking boot. Or Ormond.
Isn't that
Anyway.
okay? Isn't this where he tells everybody, yeah, that's the same dress because she got it on again.
Mm. It must
Isn't
taste
this where he
funky.
tell
It
everybody
must smell
that he
funky.
marrying her?
Did he?
Yeah,
Can we
because look
play
at
that
Corliss
excerpt real
mad.
quick?
This is an absurdity.
Mm,
My house is Valerian, the greatest power in the realm. And I am your king.
Okay.
Look at
mm,
that.
that triumphant look on his face. Look at her.
I ain't hear
She,
him say nothing about the dress.
look at her face. Like she's heartbroken. She's heartbroken.
Rhaenyra,
She's heartbroken. Allison has been pimped out. Her best friend is heartbroken. The sea snake is annoyed. He feels betrayed. Like Viserys done. He messed up.
But wait, where's the part about the dress?
Who
No,
said?
look at the dress.
I
Look at
said
the
she
dress.
had on the
The
same
same
Oh,
dress.
I thought
dress.
you said somebody pointed it out.
No,
I'm like,
no, no, no.
No.
I pointed it out that it
oh,
is
okay.
the
I
same
thought you
dress.
said like Corliss or
Mm-mm.
something pointed it out in
No,
his
I
anger.
said
I'm
it
about to
is the
say,
same dress. Look at it.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I said. Stupid.
I know they living in ancient OD times, so y'all could have got more than one
Boo.
dress.
Boo.
It's funky. I
Okay.
know it was
Boo.
funky. I know it was
Yeah.
funky. Anyway,
Boo.
her heart. Yeah, she got pimped out. He was happy. Rhaenyra was felt betrayed. City Snake felt betrayed. Like sir, you messed up so bad.
Yes. So bad. So bad. Like, come on now. Come on.
I knew what I wanted.
I think
He's
he
telling
kind of
Rainice.
wanted it for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad Rainice
That's
set
why he
him
didn't get
straight.
it. Even though I don't wanted it for the wrong reasons, too.
No, I
Oh,
think
he's
he
talking
wanted
to
it for the
Damon.
right. Oh,
He's talking to
yes. Oh,
Damon.
yes.
Yeah.
But let me just say this point real quick. I think he wanted it for the right reasons. I think his approach was all wrong. He made it seem like
Yes.
even though you're the sea snake and the navy fleet is yours, you still are a citizen of this realm and you are
Right.
sworn to obey your king.
Right.
So he made it seem like yeah, this will be a great alliance, but and those of us who know Corliss by now, we know that whenever he don't get his way, he
He
want to
throw a
go off and
tantrum.
pout somewhere,
He's a
and he
diva.
throws a tantrum. Okay,
He's a
so
diva.
yeah, like I don't think it was that he wanted it for the wrong reasons. I think he wanted it for legitimate reasons, but his approach was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Mm.
But now we're here with Damon and Sea Snake, aka Corliss Valerian, and uh they having a conversation because as I just pointed out, every time Corliss doesn't get his way, he goes and pouts and has his tantrum and he just disappears.
hmm
So he's
And
got
his mouth get
war,
just like his brother.
right, and his mouth gets real freaking foul.
Mhm.
So he at this point can taste blood. He wants war. He's talking to Damon about we should go on over to the to the stepstones and go take out those crabbers. Yeah, cool. The problem is he I don't know. I think they got some drinks sitting there with them, him and Dame, and
Mhm.
liquid courage, and you start feeling yourself. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, feeling a little too comfortable, and to the point where he start talking about Viserys in what Damon finds to be a very disrespectful way, and Dame pretty much lets him know, bruh, that check this out. For all my brother's faults, that's still my brother,
Right.
and you gonna put some spec on his name,
Right.
or I'm gonna
I
take it.
can say it, but you can't.
That part.
Now let's get back to what we going to do to get
Do
our
in these
anger
theft
off
songs.
on. We both angry about him.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah. We
saying?
both
And we
mad
have
at
the
him,
right to
but mind
be.
your tone.
What we going? We could do something to get this anger off. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I'm
mind your tone.
saying?
Mind
It's
your
gonna
tone.
be defiant of him, but you're not
Yeah,
gonna be
but
disrespectful of
mind
my
your
brother
tone.
and my presence. That is still your
That,
king, and I
yeah,
am still a prince of the realm.
yep,
You
yep.
know, and Damon was angry because with Viserys getting married, that means he's gonna produce babies.
Yeah. And now he's definitely, and with a much
Right,
younger wife who
right,
may or may not be able to, give him heirs, but more than
so
likely
that's
will be able to.
right, that's
And
gonna knock
and
him
to be
down.
honest, if just back to that point, if Viserys would have married Lena, I don't think Damon would have been mad. He would have been like, I ain't. He wouldn't have even been bothered.
Yeah, he
It was
hated
a win-win
Otto.
for
He
everybody.
hated Otto. He hated Otto.
Yeah. He actually would have been happy that Viserys finally didn't listen to Otto. I think he would have
Mhm.
respect he would have it would
Mhm.
have bought um it would have bought Viserys a little respect with Damon, you know.
Yep. 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 Yep.
So
Absolutely.
that's a great episode. All
Y'all think
right.
they're gonna run over there and kick the? They're gonna kick some crab ass.
Oh yeah. They gotta get their frustrations off.
Yeah,
Ingy?
they're gonna kick some crab ass.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. They are. That's it. That's the end of the episode
Yeah. It's
right
a good
there.
episode.
And you see, they show the
Um,
Crab King. Yeah, they gonna go over there and kick some crab ass.
yep, yep. So we gonna go ahead and pop these socials real quick for y'all.
All right.
Um,
Let's do it.
Definitely,
Let's
if you
do it.
want to check us out, please be sure follow us on these socials. Give us a like, share, subscribe, follow. You could buy us a coffee. You could buy me a whiskey. You know what I'm saying? The ladies
Yes,
drink coffee.
yes.
I drink whiskey. You know what I'm saying?
Tequila never hurts.
Yeah. So these are all the socials.
Show us some love.
Show us some love. You know what I'm saying? We here and we love bringing this content to you. So
Absolutely.
if you like what you see, don't be shy. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Check us out at Caramel Cafe. Let me put that for you guys one more time,
Put it up. Put it up.
right?
Yes, Caramel
There you go. And if you
Cafe.
want to show the ladies some love, well, if you want to show Ordinary You some love, especially, and you'd like to become a member on Patreon, consider doing that too. Eh, First of all, if we could get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We'll be able to expand our platform
Show
on
us some
YouTube.
love.
However, if you'd like to find us, if you'd like to support us in other ways, consider coming on to patreon.com/ordinary you and become a member there. And we got some exclusive stuff going on for the VIPs. And we share a lot of posts there. That's our main hub. And so you can find
Mhm.
all posts and like things there if you're not on social media, Instagram and stuff. So if you'd like to show us some love, you can cash app us. Here's our cash apps. Feel free to throw something in the account. We would never be mad at that. And we'll give you a shout out in the next episode. Um, Here's Storm the Diva. You know what I
Show us some
mean?
love.
Show
We'll
her
show you
some
some
love.
love.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll show you some love. I'm all
And
about the
I saved the
love.
best for last. my producer, my best friend,
Yes,
Mo Cream
producer.
78. It's her
Let's
birthday next week.
go.
Y'all better show her some love.
Hmm. Birthday,
All right.
birthday.
Yes. So please join us next week for all of that. Um, Tomorrow we have the book club coming up. So just go to Caramel Cafe on YouTube. It's a good time. We're finishing up that last of Harry Potter, the last 5 chapters of Harry Potter.
And
It's going to be a
started
good time.
fire and blood. Yes,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
yes,
I
yeah.
can't
yes.
And
wait for y'all to get
I
into
know,
it.
I
Oh,
know. No spoilers. Um,
Yes, Miss Storm
and
is
we got a
excited.
trivia. And we got trivia going on in the book club. And we like to talk shit, about whatever we're reading, good and bad, and the
good
ugly,
and
and the in
bad.
between.
Like, yeah,
So,
like we in their lives.
yeah, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? On that note,
We're very judgy.
Yes.
we are very judgy. So, on that note, we thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time, next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here we
Oh,
go. Go ahead, Vic.